You do.
How are you feeling? That's a better question, right?
I feel great.
Clay, big game all around for you guys, but that third period in particular felt like your period. Your positioning has been one of your best strengths, and you've gone up to the AHL. How much has that been able to drive your game, and how much was that giving you confidence, faced almost over 20 shots there in that period?
Yeah, I mean, the positional game is so key. I mean, you see, so many elite goaltenders in this league are such good positionally. It sets you up to make the right save selection. It calms your mind down. The less you're moving, the less you're thinking, the less, the more you just finding your sight line, sticking with it. You can tell, goals like the third one on me last night or the previous game, I'm up, don't really see it, and that stuff like that happens, when you're maybe not as set, not as feeling as structured, but positionally, you play sound, you play calm, confident, and I think it just gives you the most optimal access to the puck.
When you see guys like Andrew Crystal and Ivan Miroshnichenko making some big plays there in the 6-on-5 AC, getting the icing disallowed, Miro with a big block with about 30 seconds left, how much of a boost does that give you in that to not just see your skill guys making defensive plays like that?
Yeah, I mean, the playoffs are always a different animal, right? Guys step up. I mean, they really have all year, right? But it's more emphasized at these moments and in those situations, when it's going to be 1-goal games, right? And having everyone help out and being in good spots on the ice, they played exceptional all around. Helped me out a ton. Allow me to play the best version of my game. I feed off them and they feed off me, and it's a team sport, and that's why we had success tonight.
The 6-on-5 is really kind of an underestimated penalty kill, or not, just a special team situation. You guys have been great with that so far. Against Bridgeport, locked it down with some empty netters, and then tonight. What's going well with the guys from a structure standpoint? What are you asking of them that they're doing for you, Clay, in those situations to kind of keep the lanes clear, or just what you need to be successful in those situations?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I really tell them, if you're gonna be boxing a guy out in a good spot, I'm gonna find my way around you, if they're doing the right things. It makes the job a lot easier for me if they're putting pressure when pressure is needed, when pucks are in those 50-50 areas to get stopped or maybe whatnot, right? And to kill those maybe 10-15 seconds on kind of a nothing, but those moments are huge, right? Limits time, they have to reset. But yeah, I mean, they do great. They get in lanes, they block shots. I think our sticks are amazing from our defensemen. They break up plays, they help me net front, clearing rebounds and whatnot. And yeah, it's a fun game,
Well, the playoffs, there's so many adjustments, even from period to period. I mean, they came at you, in waves in the third period. How much will you work with Bill after a game, during a series with the team, to kind of look at it and go, okay, I'll make this adjustment, that adjustment? How much are you do you like to get in and look at a lot of video, or you just kind of go a little bit more instinctively game to game as you're out there?
It really depends. I mean, Bill does a great job for us, clipping anything you need, and he puts together numerous clips for me and all those moments, and I work with Juha and Oli, and everyone has can have their opinion and get their 2 cents, and I think it's so great because you get so many different outlooks on what's going on the ice, but then ultimately it just comes down to what's best for me, how does it correlate to my game, how does it correlate to the success for me to be in the right position to stop the puck, right? And goaltending is a fun sport. I mean, it's hard to explain sometimes, just everyone likes those flashy big ones, but sometimes those nice little shifts through traffic are those really underrated saves, and something I definitely pride myself in, and I'm sure a lot of goaltenders do as well. And it's fun. Lots of videos.
We'll do one more for play, guys. The defense only allowed through 2 periods, 15 shots. What did you think you saw from the defense that it looked like it improved unit this time around?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was too much difference from the night before. We stick to our game plan. it's not hitting the panic button, right? Like we stick to, you know, what we know, and, you know, we break the puck out clean, we help out, we back check. That's huge. Like the forwards coming back as well, back checking to help the defensemen getting in spots so we can break the puck out clean, you know, helps us a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Clay. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Cheers, guys.